episode. Since I was a child, I really like to play with paint and mud too. And I'm curious that I like to trade things down, and I also like to create a lot of string things. That when I was 8 years old, and my mom just sent me to Legion Art School, and I can create a lot of new things. That it's also have a lot of new materials, and the teacher is nice here. That they are very patient to teach a lot of things, and I like to use a lot of new materials to increase in my creating things. That I can use new materials to help me to make a lot of things, and the new materials that I can create a lot of things that I like. When I took this class, we first got to know the feelings of each material. Materials by doing some compiling and researching on the internet. However, cotton impresses me the most because cotton makes people feel comfortable. At the same time, I try many compiling methods, such as winding and knotting, but I finally choose winding. It makes me feel very relaxing and happy. When I was doing this, and it's also made me realize the cotton. But when I was doing my work, I often got the wrong help. But I didn't give up. I just settled down and do it step by step. This work is to express love for plants. Turning this work upside down, you can see this work. There is a green, and there is falling the just red slates on behalf of flowers. So tell people not to hurt flowers, and when you don't hurt them, and they will say love you. Experimenting of using cups, I gradually become familiar with materials like this. So I started to make artworks in larger spaces. This work is a cooperation work because before doing this work, the classmates come to me to cooperate. So we discuss and design together. At first, we want to make a table in the restaurant. At the same time, there was a table under the table that we used to put things that people could be convenient. But when we made it, it was really inverted triangle. Then we found that the row in the middle did not support things very well. So we adjust the knits in the middle to become an inverted triangle. Inside is empty, but we all like reading, so we add a little bit of reading and reading on the original empty basis, which means feel very happy when doing this work. Because the work is large, that which makes us very comfortable, that the details are meant to big. But the work is big so that we are able to run around. In this cooperation, I found that motto helped us the team. For example, I was responsible to leading and she is selecting wool and help me too. And I usually need knotting and gluing. And the last day of working up this object, the triangle is up to so that we will connect the chairs with it, and also using the diagonal lines. In this stop motion animation, we first got familiar with the stop motion and animation. However, every time I installed the photos in a wrong order, I had to change the order of the photos every time, which was a little bit of a waste of time. But then my teacher told me that this looks like when you improve it, when what it looks like when you import it later. And then I thought about a little later, then just click on it in the order that I want, and I improve it. I cut a video a little faster this way. After we got familiar with each other, we had a cooperation, and then we were selected to use stop motion animation to do the structures process of the school. When we started to do this, we were worried that the angle of video cutting were not enough, so we used 3 devices. In what we did, one of us took the materials and videos, and the other one did it, but found it was not possible, so we directly worked together to help each other. We were both very happy to participate in this process, but our video were also very good, recording all to our processes. And as we were doing it, we realized that we wanted to shoot a helicopter that we headed up first, and we couldn't see the line, but the helicopter shot was very strange. So we decided to capture that moment, and it was very successful, but the map is having little memory. Finally, we also introduced this work through some photos, videos, and posters, so that people can see our work more directly. Lincoln advances of understanding a 3-dimension track. The track can let the ball pass at the same time. On the basis, we can use the ruler to another way to make the ball from one track to another track. Conventionally makes a Lincoln diverse. The floating city experiments with the bubbles and made a city at the same time. The water experiments learned the proteins and characteristics of water to make objects suspended, and finally made a hotel for the fish. Experiments on plastics we done. After taking advance of the characteristics of plastic dimension in the advance of heat, we made a very abstract trees by using plastic bottle and hot glue. After learning about creating with substances, color, lead, and paint, the small creature big world chooses an animal it likes to make. The design of the ship used a sea creature to become a ship which can resist some sea creature in a sea. The study of wiser to try to learn about wine with link and use rights to make a ladybug and ants. In the face of the harsh land environments, we designed robots to make the environments better. The growth version of butterflies was understood to make a similar organism, and the growth version of these organs was carried out by using cooperation materials. The dead robots went to take apart some historic and make a service robot out of the ancient chips and parts of the fell into the toilets. After the lamp, we used wood and paper and violet and a little peculiar paints. A cat's home to make a home for a cat that doesn't have a home. Complex space to understand the use of space. The use of paper floating to respect the three-dimensional shapes. But also the use of lights, a use between lights and dark. And through the form of sketch, the create a complex space to make the space of my ingration. I made a playground in my own imagination. This playground has a big ferry wheel.
Bye bye.